My name is Jonathan Gillum.
And this is The Experts.
This is Jonathan Gillum, and this is The Experts on Facebook Live, Twitter, and YouTube. I gotta put my, let's see what I got here. I got you guys on Twitter. I gotta put this one on Facebook. I got these bad boys backwards. So there you go. Make sure you're sharing this show, folks. And I'm losing my voice. There it was. Hold on. I confused myself just a second ago. So this week was big week for the CQRF. There it goes. I got a little sick today. Worked a lot. I had a lot going on. They've got so many cameras in here, I don't know where to look now. So it's been an interesting week to say the least. And I just got through hosting Sean Hannity's radio show today. And I did my show on Newsmax. And I was on Breitbart this morning. This little book right here, this little gem, is at number 15 on Amazon's bestseller list. Let's talk about that for a minute, shall we? Before I run out of my voice here. I'm all over the place. All right, so I got to take a drink of this water. This is what I'll be toasting with tonight. Nectar of the Lord. So, yeah, I knew on Hannity's show it would kick it up a notch today. David Webb's show helped it earlier in the week, and of course, doing this show on Newsmax every day at 1:00 was fantastic. You can log in on there. I'm going to do it Monday, and then we're going to we'll sit down and talk about where this show goes. If it, listen. I have to sit down with Newsmax, and we have to determine if this show is a good fit for Newsmax. I think it is, but I think it's an evening show. They may think differently, and I know the majority of people that have watched it that I know say that it's an evening show, more of an evening show than it is a daytime show. But, Chris Ruddy and the rest of those guys, they're smart guys. So we're going to sit and we'll talk about it, and we'll get all the details worked out. And here's the cool thing about it. If this goes through, then I'm going to get it worked out where I can do the first part of the show, if possible, like I do when I host on the radio. I do the first part of the show on Facebook Live and Twitter, and then I do the rest of the radio show without it. But the fact is, we don't even need social media because Newsmax has their own chat. So this may be a cure for all this social media nonsense. As far as the having to work and the stuff's being frozen and can you chat? Is it going to freeze? So on and so forth. So it's going to be pretty interesting. I think we're on to something here with Newsmax. We'll see how it works out. But tonight, and so I hope you guys got to watch it. I didn't. Unfortunately, they weren't able to record it this week because I think the guy who does all the web stuff was gone. So I've got it recorded on my TV, so I didn't lose it. I got it recorded on the DVD. So let's see who's texting me. My buddy Ralph always does this right when I start my show. I know he's doing that on purpose. So anyway, I don't have much of a voice left. So let's talk about the book real quick. I pushed this book. Let me tell you something. The past 2 weeks, I worked my vocal cords off. That's for sure. I hosted this show every day last week at this time, every day this week on Newsmax. I did Will Cow and Hannity's show last week. I did David Webb's show 2 days this week, Hannity's show this today, and my show at 1 o'clock every day. I mean, it was just amazing stuff. And then I was doing other interviews and so on and so forth, like with Breitbart and Steve Bannon this morning. That was pretty cool. And so the book is at number 15. Okay, so I'm going to get with Jim DeLong here in a little bit. Here's what I want you to do. All right, everybody listen up on this real quick. If you have given $50 to the GoFundMe, $50 or more, you need to go to the GoFundMe website, and where you can message me on there, you need to put down, like, I can message you, or you just message me, all right, and I need your address. So GoFundMe is a secure site. It's as secure as any site can be. But I don't think Al-Qaeda is going to come after you if you give me your address on GoFundMe page. So we'll get I need your address on GoFundMe so we can get these books out. But here's what we got to do, folks. These books right now are $10 and something. Let me see what they're at. Hold on. Let me pull this up. We are at number 15, number 1 in 3 categories: violence and society, martial arts, and exercise and physical fitness. I don't know what that's all about, but we were number 1 in safety and security, I think is what it was. I'm sure we still are. I don't know how they do these things. Anyway, we're number 15. $10.45 is what it's going for right now on Amazon. We need to, if you go right now when we get off here, and everybody buys one of these books, and I'm going to tell you why this is important. If we could get 1,000 books bought today, over the next couple hours, everybody goes and buys one book, tells other friends, go buy a book, and we get these. And if you bought one, $10, get you another one. When I come to where you live and we do a show there, hopefully we will, which is another thing I'm going to propose to Newsmax, I'll buy you a beer. We'll sit down and have Corona Light. That'll get rid of the $10. But go, if you've already bought one, order another one. When you get it, I want you to pick out somebody who you think really needs it, and you give it to them. If it's your congressman, if it's a senator, a mayor, governor, chief of police, your son or your daughter's going off to college, your neighbors, whatever, before tonight expires at 12 o'clock, well, it's only 30 minutes, but, if you can do this tonight or tomorrow, go buy a book. We should have at least 100 books sold by tonight, because there's over 100 people watching right now. So if you do that, here's the thing. The closer this book gets to number 1, the more power this book is going to have. The more power it's going to have, the more I'm going to be asked to come speak, the more I'm going to get on the road, the more the message I can give, the more I can spread the word about the CQRF. I don't know if you've noticed this, but it's kind of becoming that the CQRF is kind of becoming the deal that wherever I go from this show, it's going with me. I talked about it on Every Day on Newsmax. I talked about it on Sean Hannity's radio show, 17 million people listening. I talked about it on David Webb's show, on Wilcox show, and the CQRF, people are starting to ask, what is that? So now if I can get out on the road, it'll be financed by people paying me to come speak. I can get out on the road, spread the word of the CQRF. I think we may be on to something here, folks, and it's all because of you all are the driving force behind this. See, I don't know if you realize what I've covertly been doing, but I've been working my hardest over this 2 years in my own experiment to get the citizenry empowered and talking. And there's some liberals that watch this show. A lot of conservatives watch this show. But the point is, people are talking. They're showing up every night. They're getting to know each other through these chat sessions. And that's the important thing here, is that, the leftists, they're totally organized. The more I do this new stuff, the more I realize how organized they are. We are not. And this has absolutely brought people from all over the country together. And I don't know if you realize this, but right now there's over 100 people watching this show on various forums. Let's see what we got on YouTube over here. 9 people. So if those 100 people went out and told 10 people, and those 10 people went and told 10 people, it wouldn't be long before we'd have millions of people understanding what the CQRF, what this show, what this book is all about. Empowering the people, getting the dialogue going, unifying through dialogue, and recreating the strength that this country had when its citizenry was unified when it first started. I know it sounds like a tall tale, but listen, look what we've done over the past 2 years. We got this show ginned up from something that wasn't really that great. It's pretty good now. Network is interested in it. I'm on one tour already, met a lot of you, shed tears with you, drank some beers with you, ate food with you, realized how much you all think alike no matter where I go, wrote this book in 2 months, got it published. Now it's number 15 right now. And so I think if we push forward, just like we did, another thing, raised $46,000 over the past year and a half on the GoFundMe page that paid for, the trips and all this stuff. So I'm just touched. I'm shocked. I'm amazed that it is actually working. It's actually working, and you all are the ones that are making it work. I'm just a mouthpiece. But, when this voice goes out, you guys are going to have to step up to the plate and talk. So the reason I came on tonight is for 2 reasons. I want to tell you thank you after this successful, very successful 2 weeks. This is amazing 2 weeks. Didn't really seem like Christmas because I worked so much, but I did share the message of this Christmas spirit doesn't have to go away so we can be exceptional. I hope over the past 2 years, especially this year, I've helped you to see the reality of the deep state and what these communist subversives actually are. You all have spread the word tremendously. But we got to get this book to number 1. We're so close. Number 15 out of literally hundreds of thousands of books. This one is number 15. With a little push of everybody buying a book, I'm going to go buy one tonight. We can get this book to number 1. It went from 17 to, actually, when that day, the 24 hours when there was no buy button, the book went down to 7,000. Show you the power of Sean Hannity's radio show. It went down to 7,000. I did his show and then Will Cow's the next day, and the book went back up to 500. Dropped a little bit. I did David Webb's show this week. It went up to 200, fell back down to 500. Did Sean Hannity's show this week, or today, it went back up to number 15. So it's all about us. It's not about me. It's about we, and we can do this. I'm pledging. I'm going to go on right now and buy a book. I would like you all to go on and buy a book. And Maureen, don't worry about this J Bosk 00 whatever dude. Remember, trolls are great because they up my influence. The more they interact on there, the better it is for me because it builds up my influence. They're idiots. They don't get that. So talk away there, Jay Bosco. I bet he looks just like what's his name on Seinfeld, George. Probably a little bitty dude, sprightly, likes the sweets. Doesn't have a girlfriend, probably doesn't shower. You're stink. The Noma guy. Yeah, that's you. So, yeah, Costanza. So, listen, keep it up. Keep coming back, saying all you want, and it's good for us. It gives us numbers. Thank you, Stinky Troll. Oh, the love of trolls. So let's do this, folks. Let's troll. Go get a book. Go buy a book. I don't know. You can beat yourself in the face with it afterwards. Sheep No More: The Art of Awareness and Attack Survival. I'm going to sit and watch this thing as it pops up because the CQRF is on it. Go on Twitter. Tell everybody about it. Retweet this show. Share the show. Tell everybody about it. Reach out to people and let them know that they should go on and get this book. So, yeah, you could use it to start a fire. Hopefully you'll be heating water so you can wash your stinky armpits, you fruitcake. I bet your parents bought whatever device it is that you're on. These trolls, they're so easy to figure out and to trigger. I'm sure I could trigger this little knucklehead here in a minute, but I don't know. It's fun. You see, here's the funny thing about these weirdos. First of all, they're weird. They live, this is the big thing for them, right? Like, again, I don't want to say this stuff like I'm bragging, but I couldn't do this stuff without you, okay? I want you to know that. But in the past 2 years, well, let's say 5 years ago, I left the FBI. Takes 90,000, for every 90,000 people that apply to the FBI, one gets in. Before that, I did the SEALs, all that stuff. You know about that. After the FBI, I got out, started a company. Company did good for a while. I learned a lot about business, needless to say. I'll say that. Started a career in television. Didn't even think about doing radio. It went off in radio. I got a publisher. For 2 years, I was told this book wasn't relevant. HarperCollins, Penguin, everybody. They all turned me down and said it wasn't relevant. Finally, Post Hill Press tells me it's relevant, but we got to have you do it in 2 months so we can get it out by Christmas. Okay? We got it just a little over 2 months done. Audiobook took a month as well, reading that. Oh, my Lord. Now it's number 15 on the bestseller list on Amazon. We just missed the bestseller list at New York Times, although that's a scam. And so I'll give you a chance, troll. Jay Bosco, let's hear what you've done. Let's sit here and look at what you've done. We're waiting. Yeah, that's what I thought. Your big thing is you probably watch porn on your computer that your parents bought you because you don't have a girlfriend. You probably haven't taken a bath because that takes too much effort, and you, quite frankly, would rather, I don't know, play around on your iPhone. You're probably really pale because you never go outside. Let's see what else. And the last girl you probably kissed was either your sister, your cousin, or your mom. All right, where is he? Come on, Bosco. Oh, no. I'm sure he's got plenty of plumbing because he's probably comes from a rich family. He's never done anything, never served anybody but himself. May or may not be old enough to vote for Hillary Clinton, but I'm sure he tried. And let's see what else. You see, that's friends text to me. The other thing that the troll probably doesn't have. Hey, Barney was on the radio with me today, actually. Yeah, Bernie Carrick, the guy that has real experience, not Bernie Sanders, the communist troll who lives off the dole. All right. Jay Bosco, I'm not easy. Oh, Lordy. But I'm glad you're on, Bosco, because you know, the world needs ditch diggers too, and I just hope that I've inspired you to do something other than suck off the teat of the dependency bandwagon. Yeah. But your sister is. All right, enough with that, troll. That's fun. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm going to go and sleep. And I'm going to take Rico with me. Rico is freshly cleaned. I finally got him to calm down, and I figured out how to do it. So check this out. I came home, and I have to put him in the bathroom now. I can't let him walk around because I'm afraid he's going to hurt himself. So I put some pad stuff down. I come home. I'm going to be open and honest with you. Pure transparency. He took a Jay Bosco, all over the bathroom. He walked in it. He rolled in it. He did it to spite me. So I turned on the water to wash all the Jay Bosco troll off of him. And I turned it on nice and, not hot, but really warm. Put some good smelling stuff in there and ran it about that deep and then laid him down in it. And at first he's like, and then he got comfortable. I never done that before. I never put him in warm water before. He laid there and with his head on the side of the tub, and he fell asleep, and his head almost went in the water. I was watching him while I was cleaning everything up, but I let him lay there for the longest time, and he was in the nice warm water. Bless his little heart, and I washed him off. He wasn't happy about it, but now he is as happy as can be. Fluffy, white. He's right down here next to me. So it's been a good day for everybody. Even though out of pain comes greatness, we had he got the place all dirty, but yet, I gave him a bath and he's happy. And so listen, today was a successful day. The past 2 weeks were very successful. I'm just rambling on here, but it was fun. Let's see what else you guys have. All right, I'm going to go on Amazon here in just a minute, and I'm going to order my book, Sheep No More, The Art of Awareness and Attack Survival, J. Bosco Troll. Go get one of these. You can burn it, or if you're smart, you'll read it before you burn it. You could use it as a fan to air out your stinky troll armpits, but go get it. And if you've already ordered it, make the commitment, go order it again, and then give that book to somebody else once it comes in, and then that will eventually up our numbers. If you'll do that and you go tell 10 people and they go tell 10 people by Sunday, we'll be number one. Let's see what we are right now. Let's check it one more time. I know this seems like a useless show that I'm doing tonight, but I wanted to come on. I was almost asleep. It's still number 15. And I was like, you know what? I got it, especially for Becky. I don't know if she's on here. Oh, there she is right there. Becky every day is like, are we doing a show? Are we doing a show? And so I figured I need to come on and do this for Becky, even though I'm hurting. So let's do it. You guys want to see Rico? I'll wake him up. Should I wake him up? You guys tell me. Let me know. Should I wake him up? Now, here's another thing. If you go on tonight and you did I get any sleep last night? Not really. So if you go on and buy 1,000 books from Amazon, it's not going to change the number in rank. There has to be 1,000 different people buying the book. I found that out today. So if you went and bought $1,000 worth of books, look, if you do that and you go hand them out, that's great. But unfortunately, you got to get a bunch of people to buy these. That's the way this whole thing works. So $10 each, go tell 10 people, get them to buy it, and so on and so forth. Let's see. Let me see here. Hold on. I don't know if this camera will reach him, but I will show you this. Let's see here. There he is. Look at that. There's my table I made. And check this out. That's the Newsmax camera. This is this is Twitter. That's Facebook. This is a computer that has all the operating stuff on. You can see there we got this is right here is YouTube. We got Twitter or Periscope, and we got Facebook. Yep, there you go. And then this is all the sound, where I made the studio in the apartment. And there's my trident that I got beat into my chest when I was a SEAL. That's the Ranger tab I got put on my shoulder when I graduated from Ranger School. All right, let's see if we can put this thing back up here. There you go, troll. Hope you enjoyed that. That was the Yo MTV Cribs version of my studio. There you go. All right. It's a space station. Oh, man. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm just exhausted. Okay. Go buy this book right now. I love you guys. What's that?
I'm Debbie Wasserman Schultz. I'm probably going to go to jail.
Hey, by the way, did anybody read those emails that are coming out from Anthony Weiner's computer? Interesting. The first ones we got while I was on the Hannity show today all had classified on the bottom of them, every single one. So, I love you. Let's do our Friday night toast. I'm doing it with water. Thank you for the our beer lamp, Jody. Life is good today. I can't do it. All right. We'll go ahead and go to the Truth Zone now. Come on, Troll. Let's go. Let's go, Troll. I'm going to sleep now. Don't worry. Don't worry. Get a little of this going. That'll help a little. Look at that. Ginned it right up. Thank you, Maureen. Hey, listen, folks. If you ever do a show, you always have to have a back scratcher, just in case. So you can knock the trolls off your back. They're like little ticks. Here's to the CQRF. By the way, I called Ami Horowitz on the show today, live. Hori Amowitz. So I just kept referring to him as Hori. Here's to the CQRF. Here's to, if you screw up, don't worry about it. You just keep pressing forwards. Don't worry about it. Here's to the trolls out there. Those little fruitcakes. Hey, listen. You keep coming back. You better be careful. Some of this may actually sink in. And then what you'll do? You'll have to be responsible for your life. Water. It's an interesting it's an interesting matter. It can destroy mountains. But everything has to have it for life. You can't contain it unless you have a bottle like this. It's without form. And I love it. I don't know where I'm going with this. Cheers to the CQRF. I feel great right now, but I know in about an hour I'm going to wake up like, oh. All right. All I'm going to do here is, by the way, the lottery, the Powerball here is 300 million, and the Lotto is 300 million. Cha-ching. We got our own lottery. It's called Sheep No More, The Art of Awareness and Attack Survival. It smells like success. Everybody go order one. Right now, I'm going to do it. You do it. Let's take this book to #1. I'll get back out on the road. I'm going to bring Newsmax with us, hopefully. Regardless, I'm going to get back out there. I love every single one of you. I'm Jonathan Gillum. That's my buddy Rico. You are the CQRF. We are the CQRF. This is the experts. And remember, folks, no matter where you see me, the truth has arrived. I'll see you Monday on Newsmax at 1 p.m. Peace. Happy New Year. I forgot to mention everybody Happy New Year. I'll try to come up and do something on New Year's, I guess, but Happy New Year. And what's that?
Debbie Wasserman Schultz wants everybody to be happy for New Year's. I will be as long as I get my computer back. Okay, Debbie.
Peace out.
How many of you are prepared for an incident like this? Get my new book, Sheep No More, The Art of Awareness and Attack Survival, and I will teach you to think like an attacker so you can truly defend yourself. Don't just react, act. Available for pre-order now on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. Sheep No More. Get it.